The world succumbed to an unprecedented crisis. A deadly virus had spread across the globe, forcing governments to take drastic measures to protect their citizens. As countries entered lockdown, the streets grew silent, and a pervasive sense of fear gripped the hearts of people everywhere. In a small suburban town, Lisa, a young and ambitious lawyer, found herself trapped in her modest apartment. With her usual fast-paced life abruptly halted, she felt a creeping sense of unease. The days blended together into an endless cycle of solitude and monotony. As the weeks turned into months, Lisa's once well-kept apartment began to decay. Dust settled on every surface, and a stale odor permeated the air. She became increasingly isolated, her only contact with the outside world limited to virtual meetings and occasional phone calls. Late one night, as Lisa lay in bed, she heard a faint scratching sound. She dismissed it as her imagination, a side effect of the isolation-induced anxiety. But the noise persisted, growing louder with each passing day. Fear began to claw at her mind, mirroring the unseen presence that haunted her apartment. One stormy evening, Lisa's phone rang. It was her childhood friend, Sarah. Relieved to hear a friendly voice, Lisa poured out her fears, divulging the relentless scratching that tormented her. Sarah, concerned for her friend's well-being, suggested that Lisa investigate the source of the noise. Armed with a flashlight and a trembling heart, Lisa ventured into the dark corners of her apartment. She cautiously approached the closet, where the sound seemed to originate. As she opened the door, a chilling gust of air greeted her. The scratching intensified, echoing through the empty space. Lisa's blood ran cold as she discovered a hidden compartment behind her clothes. She cautiously reached inside and pulled out a tattered diary. Its pages were filled with cryptic drawings and haunting tales of despair. The entries described an ancient curse that brought darkness and suffering to anyone who dared to disturb its slumber. As Lisa delved deeper into the diary, she learned of a ritual that could break the curse. It required her to confront her deepest fears within the confines of her apartment. Determined to regain control over her life, she embarked on a treacherous journey into her own mind. With each passing day, Lisa faced her fears head-on. She confronted her crippling loneliness, her fear of failure, and her darkest secrets. As she peeled away the layers of her own vulnerability, the scratching gradually ceased, replaced by an eerie silence. Finally, on a moonlit night, Lisa completed the final step of the ritual. She stood in the center of her apartment, surrounded by the remnants of her shattered fears. A surge of energy coursed through her body, dispelling the darkness that had plagued her home for months. As the first rays of dawn broke through her windows, Lisa felt an overwhelming sense of liberation. The lockdown horror had transformed her into a survivor, someone who had stared into the abyss and emerged victorious. She emerged from her apartment, ready to face the uncertain world with newfound strength and resilience. The lockdown horror had tested the limits of human endurance, but it had also revealed the indomitable spirit that resides within us all. Lisa's journey serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, we can summon the courage to confront our fears and find a glimmer of